What women won't admit about fit men is not what you think. Because if you listen to what's said publicly, it sounds very safe. Personality matters more. Looks aren't everything. It's about how he treats you. That sounds nice, and to some extent it's true, but it's not the full picture. Because what people say and what they respond to in real life are not always the same thing. A fit man gets a different kind of attention, not always louder, not always obvious, but different. There's an assumption attached to him before he even speaks. He's seen as more disciplined, more put together, more in control of his life. And women pick up on that quickly, not because they're analyzing his body, but because of what it represents underneath. So what are the things women won't admit? The first thing women will openly admit is that physical fitness creates an immediate level of attraction that personality alone takes time to build. That doesn't mean personality doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But initial attraction? That's visual. That's instinctive. That's fast. And a man who is in shape simply has an advantage there. He doesn't have to work as hard to be noticed. Women can say they don't care about muscles all day long, but everyone respects a man who physically looks after themselves. Another thing that doesn't get said is how much fitness changes how a man is perceived socially. A fit man walks into a place and is often treated with a bit more respect. People assume he has discipline, structure, maybe even status. Whether that's always true or not is a different conversation, but perception matters. And women are not separate from that. They respond to the same signals. A man who looks like he takes care of himself is often seen as more capable. There's also the confidence factor, but not in the way people think. It's not about arrogance or trying to dominate a room. It's the quiet kind of confidence. A fit man usually doesn't need to over-explain himself. He's comfortable in his body, he's aware of himself, and that creates a different kind of presence, and women feel that. It's not loud, it's just there. Another thing women won't admit is that a fit man tends to be seen as more desirable long-term. Not just in a superficial way, but in terms of lifestyle. He looks like someone who takes care of himself, someone who is likely to maintain his health, his energy, his appearance. And that matters when people are thinking beyond just the present moment. And here's where it gets interesting. Women will often say they don't like men who are too into the gym or too focused on their body. But what they're usually reacting to is extremes, obsession, arrogance, lack of balance, not the fitness itself. Because a man who trains takes care of himself, but still has balance, still has personality, still has depth. That's actually very attractive. There's also an element of competition that people don't talk about. A fit man naturally stands out more among other men. And when you stand out, you become more visible. And when you become more visible, you have more options. A lot of women don't want competition, so a fit man immediately intimidates them, especially if they aren't fit themselves. A fit man will instantly require them to level up. That's just reality. A lot of women do not possess the discipline it takes to date a fit man. But I think the biggest thing women won't openly say is that fitness simplifies attraction. It removes a lot of doubt. It signals effort, discipline, self-respect, and consistency all at once. And those are qualities people are drawn to. Now, does this mean a fit man automatically has everything figured out? No. You can be in great shape and still lack emotional intelligence, still lack communication skills, still lack depth. And those things matter. But fitness gives you a strong foundation. It gets your foot in the door. What you do after that is what determines everything else. And I think that's the balance people need to understand. Fitness is not everything, but it's not nothing either. It changes how you're seen, how you're treated, and how people respond to you. And whether it's openly admitted or not, it makes a difference. Because at the end of the day, attraction is not just about what people say they value. It's about what they respond to. And those are not always the same thing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so right now and make sure you come back for the next video.